What's going on, everybody? So welcome to the Fevertree rehearsal room. This is so exciting. We're going to get to the song really quick because hopefully by now you've listened to a very short intro. Right, Jeff?
Sure,
right?
Sure.
I'm the culprit behind the long
you're in
ones.
charge.
But so first, we're going to introduce three of the four members here. So we got John Patterson, the drummer for Fevertree. We got Mike Bertoldo, and lead guitar player, and Mr. Tim Dills, lead singer. And there's another guy that was supposed to be here. So no, we won't be mean. Rocco Walls was going to be here too, but he couldn't make it. So
you chicken
wow,
out.
did you chicken out?
You chicken out.
Dude, we were not going to mention his name.
I'm not doing that to my brethren. He's a huge fan of my mom, too. So I don't fuck with Mama Darlene.
Right.
You're just afraid what he's going to be wearing of yours.
This is already going off the rails. I love it.
I know.
So, all right. So, yeah, the new song's coming out.
Yeah.
Buried Alive. Awesome. I love it. We just cranked it in this rehearsal space, too, which sounded great. But I want to dissect and talk all about this song and the recording process and then let the bullshit fly after, literally.
Awesome.
So, but let's listen to the song first. So everyone, please enjoy Fevertree's new single, Buried Alive.
Forbidden, no matter what you're
Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that song. So let's talk about it. So, where's this song come from? How long have you been working on it? What's the the genesis behind this song?
We've been working on it not very long. No, we had a date to go in the studio and we needed a song, and so we had a couple of ideas that we really liked. A couple of Mike's riffs that we had, and so we ended up agreeing to work on that one because the other one was going to take a little more time. It was
the other one was going to take 2 feet, and he only had one.
Yeah, I've had 3 broken toes. That's why I'm wearing these ugly shoes.
How did you break your toes?
Well, I had a person I work with decided to drop something heavy on my foot and broke 3 toes. So,
Yeah.
Did Rocco show up for the recording?
He did.
Yes, he did.
Barely.
Sort of. Yeah.
So you invited us to Supernova, which was awesome. Was it this song you were all working on that day?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's great, man. You guys turned it around quick.
Yeah, it was a cool process. We finished it up a couple of weeks, I think, before we went in and recorded it, so we were able to rehearse it, some. And then I actually finished the lyrics to it right before we came.
Day of,
right? Right before I came up to
In the bathroom at the studio. Yes.
Is that what it was?
It was pretty quick.
But that's just sort of how it happened. When the music was finished, I just sang the first verse over again, so that we could just to cue them. And but then I finished it up when the day that I did vocal tracks. And so anyway, it was a fun song though.
Yeah.
So when you walk into the studio with a new song to start from scratch, how much of it's worked out in the rehearsal? I mean, you going in there where it's just polished, or you go in 70% and then work out the rest?
Music-wise, we were done.
Right.
We had everything done. It was all the arrangement was done. Everything was in place, and the lyrics were probably 75% done.
Right.
Yeah. I had on the drums, I was 90% done, but on the day of recording, I decided, you know what, I'm going to dumb it down and make it really simple. And so there's some last minute changes we did to it, but
And there always is on anything.
Plus, you hear it back, you're like, oh, maybe that's not working like I thought it was. Yeah.
Right.
It's that way with everything. You get in there and you hear something differently, and something changes, something happens by accident, and you keep it, that kind of stuff. Same with this song.
I was talking to Mike earlier before y'all showed up, but I loved how in the solo and that whole big breakdown, you kept it 3-piece.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded really cool. It's awesome. And, I got Rocco. Okay.
Yeah,
we're not picking on Rocco. His bass playing is awesome. And he just, and that's why I'm bummed he's not here, because I wanted to talk bass with him too. But the fact that you went 3-piece and you, John, I'm looking at John and, Rocco just filled that space up nice. Well,
yeah, like I said, the groove was so cool. There was no need to have any guitar anyway. And I loved it. I love the way that part came out for sure.
Yeah, and like you said, when you play it live, it sounds like the record.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
because you guys 4-piece live. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct.
The rest of the song we won't be able to do, but the solo is going to sound great.
Gee, I wonder who decided that, right?
Sure we can.
I'm playing, man. It's a joke.
We've talked about this a couple of times since we went in while they were recording this song, but we had a great time in the studio watching you guys. Well, it wasn't everybody that day. I got to see John do his thing, which was very cool.
Very cool.
But we got to kind of see the process, because I'm the greenest musician out of these two, and I haven't had very much experience in the studio like that. So it was fun to watch.
That's been a lot of fun there at Supernova. It's a different process. A lot of times, we'll go in and do, like the rhythm track. Basically, it'll be live. It'll be you're getting drums, bass, and guitar. Most of the time, but on this one, it's been more of a like Mike and Rocco and myself will go in with a click track and put a dummy track for John to play to, and then John does his part, to that, and it's easier for him too.
It's much easier.
because everybody's not
easier.
fighting, you know.
You don't have the push
Yeah.
and pull. Like
Right.
when we did our first 2 albums, there was a lot of, I'm the only one that can hear a click. And everybody's pulling and pushing, and I'm fighting that. I'm trying to keep it normal. And so it's kind of a struggle,
Normal.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean normal?
But then also,
Yeah, what the hell? What's that supposed to
Normal.
be?
Ain't shit normal around here.
mark down 10 minutes. And also, like, if you're working out new ideas and parts, you can cut, stop, whatever, and you're not bugging your players to have to replay. every
Right.
time with
Or
you.
if I screw up, nobody has to stop. And
Right.
oh God, we gotta start all
Yeah,
over.
Yeah.
It's cool.
No, they're
process.
tired. Now you're getting tired energy.
Yeah, they're getting tired of me or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So it's easy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's a cool place, cool process.
Yep.
You lose the spontaneity, but at the same time, there's benefits for it.
Yeah, but the payoff is a killer sounding
Yeah,
right.
song.
It is.
Because
Yeah,
it
exactly.
sounds good too, sonically.
We couldn't be
Man,
happier.
the mix is great on
It
it.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
big.
not only should we mention Supernova, but we should mention David.
Yeah,
David
Dave.
Cal.
Dave
Oh,
Kyle.
Dude's, dude's a genius,
Dude's
man.
doing great.
I'm
there's
glad
no-
I got to meet David. Dave, if you're watching, you know, it's great
Yeah.
to meet you and see the studio.
And
It's
our buddy
cool.
Matt Montgomery.
Yep, Matt.
Yeah, him too, man.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, hey. So we should probably mention why you're wanting to release this single on April 3rd, right? This is leading into a big show you guys
Yeah.
have going on. So let's talk about
Might
that.
have a big show.
We might have.
Maybe.
We're excited
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, we've been trying. Don't say anything. I know what you're going to say.
We'll save that later when the bullshit starts flying. Okay.
No.
So
We really haven't been trying. We've just asked. And we understood, you know, the situation. You know, but when you get, it's sort of hard. You know, when you got a guy that's playing in both.
Yeah, so we
bands.
should mention you're opening for Tora Tor.
Oh yeah, I was getting there.
And John
Peterson.
dude,
Hey,
like, wait a minute.
all right,
Hold
so
on.
no,
No,
mark down.
we're not editing
12
nothing
minute
out.
40
No,
no, we're not editing.
You won the lookalike contest. You gotta get my last name right.
Next to each other.
Come on.
What the hell's
did that
wrong
on
with you, man?
purpose.
Come on.
So John Fitzpatrick, who
Oh.
plays for both bands, and so John Patterson plays drummer for Fevertree and
He's
Tora
changing
Tor.
his name to Peterson for
I
that
am.
gig.
Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, mark it down. It was like
Make your-
12 and a half minutes. I fucking name up. So.
No, don't edit that out.
Oh, no. We keep this shit.
No, sir.
You
So
know?
yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're really excited about that. I have in the past have played shows with Tora, several, a lot, but this will be the first time with this band, and
Yeah.
we're really.
Real quick. Yeah, keep going.
Oh, sorry. Am I doing something?
There you go. There you go. Your arm was moving it, so I don't
Oh,
know what
okay.
to scratch.
So anyway, yeah, we're really excited. It's on April 15th.
Yeah.
Ain't
Yep.
well.
Tax day, but that's a Saturday, so tax day is really Monday.
You had to
Right,
remind
so-
me. Man.
And what time does Fevertree go on?
I think the doors are at 7, and we go on
Show
at 8.
starts at 8. We're probably 8:15,
Right.
somewhere in that range.
So-
And then Tor will come on at 8:20.
Yes.
Yes.
We're playing 2 songs.
Right.
Two songs.
Mighty
Which-
Jesus and the new single.
And the new
There you
single,
go.
which, by the way,
Well, that's 30
is
minutes.
exactly how long it takes me to get from my house to here.
Yeah.
Muddy Jesus and into the last chorus of Buried Alive.
Perfect.
The last
So,
chorus.
8-9 minutes.
Yeah.
That way I won't be too tired.
Well, your flipper will be completely healed by then.
Yeah.
It should
Yeah.
be.
Yes.
I wounded it a little bit yesterday.
Because you don't want to hurt Tora Tor's show, right?
No,
No.
absolutely not. I mean, he will stop in the middle of a song.
I will. I will stand up and say, guys, I'm done. I've got to go.
I got to go.
And-
I told you, we're all going to wear shirts that says our drummer's better than your drummer.
That's great. That's a good idea.
But yeah, man, those guys have been great friends for a long time, and they've been very supportive of different projects, and they've been supportive of this project. And I heard Anthony's Sunday session last week, and he was talking about it. So anyway,
It's going to be a cool night.
it's going to be
a lot
fun.
of
It's one of those where you come and you see everybody you haven't seen in
Yeah.
25, 30
I
years.
can't wait. We're
Yeah,
going to be there.
Yeah, I'm
So,
looking so
You
forward
know,
to
my
this.
mom's going to be there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Darlene is
Yeah,
going to
Mama
be in the
Darlene.
house.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, we wanted to release it before that.
Yeah.
And get it out there where, so everyone will be singing it. No,
Ah.
no, that they won't have time.
But I appreciate you all willing to collaborate with
Sure.
this. I kind of invited myself into that. I was like, I heard the song. I told Jeff, I'm like, I want to do something. And then I approached you all.
No,
on
we
this.
really appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Greatly.
absolutely.
You guys are doing so much for the Memphis music.
I don't know if you guys
community.
even understand how cool it is what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Really, man.
Thank
It
you.
is. All right, now
We
screw
really
that. Let's talk about
appreciate
something else.
that.
Yeah, so let's talk about why
Absolutely.
Tim Dills gets shit on so much. What's going on with that?
What are you talking about?
No, seriously, like,
Why
what did
not?
you do, Tim?
Why not?
Look,
Is my question.
there was a time in my life where I was a real asshole.
Like
And I'm being
an
paid
hour
back
ago,
for it.
right?
No, it wasn't an hour.
It's
It was
coming back
years,
tenfold.
years
Hours ago, last week.
yeah.
And I think they know
Monday,
it.
right?
I don't know. Honestly, I've never saw that side of you.
Well,
But you're fun to pick on.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I am fun because I'm so
Easy
sensitive.
target.
And,
yes, that's.
and I always come back with, did I really do something wrong?
Are you
No,
mad?
you
Are you
come
mad?
back.
Are
You
you
come back
mad
with this.
Are you mad at me?
I don't know, man, but thanks for bringing it up again so that we can just start doing it right now.
Dude, I'm on your side, man. See, I feel like I want to defend you. Like I'm Team Tim over here,
He's
He doesn't
definitely
need
stirring
it.
shit up.
And there's no
He
question
doesn't
about
need
it.
it.
But we should probably the real heel is Rocco, right? So like,
Well,
what can y'all say
Who?
about Rocco that he
Yeah.
can't defend right now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only band on the 15th that will have a bass player will be Tora Tora.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tim
Are we ready to announce that?
No. We'll have a bass player if he can get a ride.
Okay.
So as long as
Straighten your
Amber can
ass
give
up,
him a
Rocco.
ride,
he can't
he'll
see,
be
man. He can't see.
He can't
I
see.
don't know if you guys noticed that the benefit when y'all came to that show that he almost took my head off with his bass.
I did not see that.
Oh, dude, he hit me in the chest so hard with the headshot, man.
I didn't hear that. See that?
But they were on opposite sides.
100% intentional.
Probably. He said he couldn't
He said,
see.
"Mr. Tim Dills."
Right.
If he was a little taller, it probably would have been your face, but he's so short,
Oh, it would have been my face. It hit me right here.
You guys sounded great that
Hit him
night
in the-
too. That was a lot of
in
fun.
the
And thanks for having us up.
He hit him
Yeah.
with possum titties.
So we should mention.
That was the night you won the John Peterson
Yeah, I
contest.
mean, I want to be modest, but I want to.
Peterson contest.
I want to contest that night. The look like John Fitzpatrick and Derek look-alike
John
show.
Peterson Fitzpatrick.
Look alike.
So yeah,
But-
because of the baldness.
Jeff was a close second.
And I
Yeah.
noticed you're not as closely
No,
shaved
not
today.
today.
but Did
No.
it give you a complex?
No, God, no,
Okay.
no.
That's good.
This is long. This is
This
like
is-
hippie length for me right now.
Well, if we have another one,
Yeah,
just tape some paper plates to your ears.
Yeah.
You'll win.
I got it.
100%.
Tape some paper plates. I loved this picture you guys posted when you guys went to Sidecar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're hiding in the back, like there's a close up of you, and you're
Behind
hiding
my
behind
ear.
his ear.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, it's so great.
I forgot who took that picture.
I think
Was
he
it
did.
Dan?
Was it
Oh,
Dan?
so ladies and gentlemen, Danny Day in the
Danny
Danny
house.
Day's in the house.
He's behind the scenes snapping photos of us.
I
Great.
said, Daddy, I'm going to get behind John's head and wait till I'm way behind his ear so it'll look like it'll cover
It was
more.
very cinematic too. It was like
So he did. It was awesome.
If you'd have done it right, you'd only had one eye
Yeah.
showing behind my ear.
Well, I was trying. It was Danny's fault.
He didn't have the right lens.
So what was the band y'all went to see that night?
901 Rock.
901 Rocks.
Yeah,
correct.
I'm hopefully going to see them soon.
They're a good band.
Good man.
Yep.
So let's
Me
talk.
and Jeff both sat in with them that night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And you
Yeah.
played a Tora Tora song with them, right?
And well,
Phantom Rider, you played, and then I played Summer '69. I think
yeah, Brian Adams. That's right. Yep.
Nice.
I butchered a
Back
song.
to back too. No,
You
didn't.
butchered
were great.
Summer of '69.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it happens.
How can we be called the rhythm section?
I know.
Let's talk about this rehearsal space. This
Yes.
place is badass. That's the real reason why I'm doing this.
Well, yeah.
I wanted to see the place because Jeff didn't invite me the last time he visited. We'll talk about
And
that
I've
later.
been paying
but-
for it ever since.
No, but
Hey,
this,
if you're having a release though for your podcast show coming up, he'll invite you to a release party.
At his house.
As long as it's
well,
for Jimmy
no,
Falk.
if you're the right guy.
It's got to
If
be
you're
for
the
Jimmy
right
Falk.
ball
Yes.
drummer guy,
Yep.
you can have a
Yep.
party. But
Wait
if
a
you're
minute.
not,
We
And
have a
you're not
ball,
getting a daggone party.
we have a ball drummer too.
See,
I know
that. I didn't get a
Jimmy and
party today.
Donna,
And our singer didn't get a
I'm in all
party.
kinds of shit for,
Hey,
You know,
for
I don't-
inviting
I
you to the
don't
house.
understand.
No, it's
this.
cool. We're
Hey,
excited about
No,
seeing
I mean,
Jimmy.
it's fine and all. You didn't hurt my feelings
Rocco
or
and I
anything.
didn't get a
but,
party.
you
Oh, I
know,
mean, earlier we said it should have been you, like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because of the man crush.
I mean, the guy gets
man
No
crush.
doubt.
you
It's
know,
the
the
man
guy.
crush.
He was playing Phantom Rider on the guitar before you got here.
And
Oh, was it?
he went back and said,
That's a
played
lot.
your
And
drums.
so
for
for-
But I don't get a party.
So for context, Jeff texts the whole band and myself, like the whole group. Hey, I'm doing this, episode release party for Jimmy Fulp at my house, and da da da. And I'm like,
Really
this,
pathetic.
this is new to me.
I love Jimmy Fulp. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I got nothing wrong.
We
with that.
love Jimmy, Donna, love you guys.
Yeah, it's me they don't like.
But all I'm saying is,
I just don't understand. How many podcasts have y'all done so far?
I
And
think
he's
20.
the first one to get a party.
I know.
I mean,
And
I'm down. I love Jimmy.
Me too.
But it was so
and
out.
I'm
It's just
excited
out of
about coming to
nowhere.
your place too. We're not criticizing.
And
It's
now
just,
he's
now
back.
my feelings are hurt. I'm gonna go cry.
it is.
Now he's backpedaling,
Hurt,
sucking up with this
man.
good
No, but
bourbon
Tim,
thing he's gonna have.
For
Right.
real though, you can always know that you are our debut guest, man. You're like you're the
You're
first
the first
bro.
one, but you
were
didn't
the
get a
first-
I didn't get a party, did
I know. Well, we didn't have an audience. We didn't have an
Yeah,
audience.
it's true.
Oh,
It's true.
But
Jimmy's
you
got
do
a
now.
party.
Yeah, we
You're
do
doing
now.
great, Derek.
Yeah,
Jimmy-
so we need to have you back on just so now we have this audience for you.
No, that's cool.
No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool, and it's
I hear
great.
a lot of blah 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 blah. blah.
So back to the rehearsal space.
Right.
So
Yes.
this is
Get me out of trouble.
this is a palace in here. There's walls of amps and guitars behind the cameras. You guys have this beautiful setup, and this is at Mike's house.
Yeah.
And can we have the address? No, just kidding.
No.
And how long have you guys been using this space?
Built it in 2020.
So you built this addition specifically for this?
Yeah, it's like it. So I've been in construction for 30 years or so, and now I'm telling how old I am. But so I pulled, like I said,
You
earlier,
started really young.
pulled every favor that I had in the industry.
Okay.
Hey, she thinks I'm a senior in high school.
Senior in high school.
Definitely, I act like it. No, so that's what we did. Pulled that together, and we built it, and we've been practicing here ever since.
This is great.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah.
And
We like
I hear that sometimes rehearsals can turn into a party.
Oh no, they don't.
No,
There's an
no,
inside
that-
joke
These
we won't mention.
back here, this is all decorations. The refrigerator
Oh,
is
look,
here
there's
for no
Rocco.
reason. And so no,
we got the rock and roll cabbage candle back there representing.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can see it. In the
There's
camera.
Rocco. Hey, Rocco.
well they
what's up, man?
saw it earlier. I don't know.
I've seen enough of that. for sure.
And there might be some whiskey back there. I don't know. There's not though.
No.
No.
Tim, there's not whiskey back there.
No, not at all. Do you guys stay pretty steady with Mondays? Like weekly
Rehearsal time?
Depends on when Waco can get a daggum ride.
Because Rocco lives in Missouri.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Which is admirable that he drives.
Look, don't stick
Come
up
on.
for him.
I'm glad I'm not the only
you,
one.
You
See,
talking
Tim,
about the
I
guy
knew I
that
liked
made
you,
that
man.
candle right there.
I know, but
I mean-
but we love him. And
This
We
is the
love
same
him.
guys that call you Mr. Dills.
I know.
Mr.
but
Dills.
I know that he has an interview coming up at some point.
And he
Yeah.
created the Memphis Sweetheart T-shirt. That guy.
Okay, you're right.
Josh Shooter,
Right.
which I debuted on the last podcast.
That's right.
So how do you feel about the fact that Rocco is going to be the one that has 2 episodes and you guys only have 1?
I really don't
How does
care.
that make you feel? I don't really
He didn't
care.
have a party.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that means
Yeah, it depends. If y'all throw a Rocco release party,
Oh, that's
then,
it.
yeah, I'm going to be butthurt.
He'll make it.
You know?
He'll make that drive.
All ties are cut.
Oh.
That happens, man.
You know, I don't know. We might have to have dinner at Rizzy's. I don't know. That's the
another
inside joke.
Yeah.
So I know we covered it in different spots and areas with your previous episodes, but for anyone that maybe didn't catch those, let's talk the history of the band, like how it got started, how it formed.
Oh, well,
Okay,
so
Timmy.
John was filling in for the Shotgun Billies down on Bill Street. And
Yep.
I went down and saw him play some Poison. That was awesome.
That was terrible.
And anyway,
Wait, what song?
Nothing but a good time.
Nothing but a good time.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I thought it was
that's
Skinny
why
Bob.
I remember it. It was so awful.
I was hoping it was the Talk Dirty song.
Oh,
Anyway, so we started talking. We had spoke a few times before I came down there, but we really talked about it that night about, hey man, let's put something together and jam, whatever. And he was cool with it. So we talked about it. We call each other once every couple of weeks, 3 weeks or something. Yeah, who are we gonna get? And we had no idea, And so we looked on Band Mix, and
Which is
there was a
hilarious.
video of him. He was playing a guitar.
I was trying to sell it.
He was trying to sell a guitar, and so he had put this video of him playing, and I sent it to John. John's like, "Yeah, cool." And so then we just waited. Neither one of us wanted to pay
we didn't want to pay the
fee
membership.
the membership.
$5.
The upgrade.
It was
$5.
It was
$10.
$10.
Whatever it was, neither one of us wanted to pay it.
And so,
It's
so that went on for like a month.
you do it.
And finally, I paid for it.
He sucked it up.
And we got in touch with him, and he showed up.
Have you paid him back yet, Mike?
Well, now look,
Fuck no.
I'm gonna say one thing. Tim looked, and you couldn't see Mike's face. It was like from chin down or whatever, and his arms and a guitar. And Tim's like, "Look at him! That guy's ripped, man."
Shit.
He's
He
in.
did.
I did.
His playing's all right,
Yeah,
but that
but
bicep.
but it may be a girl.
Well,
Who knows?
A lot's changed since then, brother.
No doubt.
So,
No doubt.
but anyway, and that was in early 2014, I guess, because we ended up with the first bass player, Kyle. It was in November of 2014 is when the band was complete. And it was the same thing with him because the membership ran out on Band Mix, and I had to pay for it again because we
To get a bass player.
And so anyway, he showed up.
$20.
Right. But anyway, that's how it formed. And we started off, our goal, our main ambition was to play Arlington on the Square.
Which we talked about earlier.
And we've never played it.
Still
We've never done it.
No.
But we
But they moved it to an amphitheater now, right?
It's a really cool venue.
It really
Right.
is.
But we just don't do enough covers.
right.
And we're never going to get the gig, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We started with covers.
That was our goal.
We were going to do just covers, and a lot of the covers that we chose were ones that we liked.
They were
obscure
covers that
were-
nobody knows.
Right.
They were a little obscure.
They were never
None of
on
the
the
hits,
radio.
all
right?
B-sides.
We
Yeah.
like playing.
Yeah.
So
But they
anyway,
were fun for us.
And you had a different bass player, right?
right.
So, yeah.
He was with
He
us.
was a lot different.
Yeah.
And
What was his name?
Kyle.
from the
Kyle
sounds
Reed.
of things, they may have a different bass player
Yeah.
again.
Well,
Rocco's just got to straighten up a
I
little
know.
bit, you know?
Yeah.
he's a good dude, man. He just
Are you guys like Spinal Tap? Only instead of drummers, it's
Right.
bass
Yeah,
players.
it's going to be the bass player is going to be a globule.
Oh, he's just
on a
gonna
stool.
blow up one
Yeah.
show and just into a ball of fire.
No,
So
we
we
love Rocco.
kind of have a division in the band. Like John and I we hunt together, and him and Rocco, they watch like girl movies together.
and
That's
and
not
make
true.
candles.
Rom-coms.
Yeah, we
No, no.
hunt together, and Rocco and Tim make candles.
true.
They make candles
we
together.
watch.
Yeah.
So which one's rock and roll and which one's cabbage?
I don't know.
He's cabbage.
But all that is bullshit. All of it. They didn't even invite. Y'all didn't invite me to the hunting
Yeah.
extravaganza.
It's like, yeah,
Extravaganza.
we never left the kitchen table. That
We got up at 8 that morning and never left the kitchen table. Tim.
I know,
There was
but
nothing
I'm just
hunting
saying.
about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got their little hunting club thing going on, but we don't watch girl movies, man. We watch The Mayor of Kingstown and like cool stuff. I don't because I'm running out of breath.
Are you still hungover
It's
from last
called-
Monday?
No.
Blood pressure.
I didn't do it, Tim.
It's Tuesday.
Okay, well, I guess
No.
we're ready for the bullshit to start, right? Because it's already.
As
begun.
far as I'm concerned, it started in minute one.
Yeah, it
You
did.
know? So back to the band
Why,
here.
why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for the next
Oh, it's coming.
dagger to like.
It's coming.
What we're trying to hammer home here is that when you set up an interview with 4 people, all 4 should show up because
no
the one
doubt.
that doesn't
Right.
is
Well,
going to
you
get
know,
in
that's
big time.
but we're talking about a bass player.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
you know, they're-
Yeah, I agree.
It's true.
We are
sorry.
we are as flaky as they come, man.
Right. That's fact. Yeah.
It was a work thing, man.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the bounty hunter show?
Dog.
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 It's because
The
he's up there. He's being
But dog
bold.
doesn't need a ride.
This dog doesn't need to
Our
ride.
dog needs a ride.
Well,
We should probably take a moment to be serious.
What?
And once
Am I
again,
being too
reiterate,
harsh?
there's going to be a kick-ass
Just
show on April the
What?
15th.
Yeah, let's keep
April
doing that.
His
Yeah.
feelings.
Yeah.
April 15th, Minglewood.
That's his
Minglewood,
movie watching,
Fevertree
buddy.
open
Come
up.
on, man.
I believe
Tour, tour.
doors
I
open
don't
at 7.
yeah.
And then
We're
we
trying
got
to talk about the show, y'all. Can talk chill.
Yeah. We're trying to help y'all.
Okay.
Right.
No, so
no, but
There's no
seriously.
helping this.
yeah.
Really not.
Tour, Fevertree, Minglewood, 15th.
Oh, we're back to serious now.
We're trying.
He heard tour.
I know.
Yeah.
He got it straight up.
It gets that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Awesome.
Yeah, we had Rick Rule in the studio
Recently.
Yeah,
Talked to
and unfortunately his episode is going to be after the show, but it was still cool to meet him, and it was Mother's Nightmare is going to be the middle band.
all right.
Well, when we heard it was going to be the Fast Mothers, Every Mother's Nightmare, Roxy Blue,
Mhm.
but we don't know if that actually goes in that order because we're
Right.
recording this, but I'm rambling at this
That'll
point.
be a good
but-
one.
Yeah,
That'll be a good one.
That's
Yeah.
going to be a good show.
So that-
Tentative
yeah.
schedule anyway.
What's that?
Tentative schedule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Big word.
So let's go in a different direction.
Big for
And,
this
and
one.
Tim, I'd like to talk to you about this band that you played in with Pete Mandello.
Civil War.
And when we were doing his tribute, and if no one doesn't know, Pete Mandello was just a legendary drummer in town, who unfortunately passed a few months ago. So we were doing a little tribute for him. So I searched Facebook for all these different pictures. And I think it was Danny Day that sent me this picture with this old
Yeah.
band. It was Civil War.
It was Civil War
with
wasn't
you
it?
and Pete, and what year was that?
That was in 1994,
Wow.
and it was Pete. Actually, the bass player and the guitar player and myself we auditioned a bunch of drummers, and I guess the bass player wasn't really happy with, and so he told us about this guy that he knew in New York, and that he was going to try to get him to come down, and so I think Pete was probably going through some stuff back then, and he wasn't able to leave, and he wasn't really interested, and so I joined another band and played for about a year. And then all of a sudden one night I was playing with this band at Murphy's, and the bass player and guitar player came up there, and during the break they came up and they go, "Look, man, it's time for you to quit this band. Pete's coming down." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Excuse me?
I'm having fun with this band. And I said, "Okay, if I hear him and he's any good, and it looks like, yeah." I said, "I'll quit the band." And
Remember when he said he used to be a cocky asshole?
No, I didn't know, I
Right.
didn't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, he ended up being pretty good.
He was kinda good.
So I quit the band I was in at the time, and we formed Civil War, and it was together for about a year and a half, I guess. We wrote a bunch of songs, played a bunch of shows. We did 2 shows with Tora. One of them was you guys' last show at 616.
Yep.
And but then we tried to shop around the originals and stuff, and that was during the grunge thing, and
Right.
we were still writing bluesy rock,
Right.
southern
Yeah.
sounding rock,
Yeah.
But we stayed great friends. We split up, and Pete ended up immediately started playing everywhere and just blew up.
Yeah.
He did all kinds of stuff. But him and his wife. We introduced him to his wife too.
Okay.
And
That's
so,
how they met.
yeah, and because we had been friends with Carolyn for a long time. And actually, Carolyn's first husband, Mark, was a drummer in my band Dots from a long time ago.
Okay.
So there was a connection there. Anyway, we introduced her to Pete, and they were inseparable from like 3 weeks after they met. You know, it was like it was on.
That's so cool.
And so anyway, it was cool, and we stayed friends. Their backyard backed up to my wife's parents, my in-laws' backyard, and so we'd be all out in the backyard of there and see Pete and Carolyn, and I'd walk over and talk to them, and we always hung out and would talk. And he'll be missed. He was a great player, and he was a great person. I think that's the thing about him that I'll miss the most is just how he was as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he always thought about other people before himself. You know,
I mean, you can always tell when someone passes and the floodgates open, especially now with social media. Mm-hmm. You can almost tell. You can judge someone's character with the reaction after the passing.
Oh yeah. It's a shock.
His was huge for sure.
One of the coolest things that I've loved about this podcast since we started doing it is
me,
not you, but learning about connections like yours with Pete. I had no idea that you guys even knew each other.
Yeah,
you know, and it seems like every interview we learn something new.
That's my favorite feedback I get, and even Danny posted one. Danny Day posted something like that. Like always learn something new.
Yeah.
And it's great when someone says, "Man, I've known this guy for 20 years, and I learned this whole new thing about him." Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you know, that's what this is all about.
All right. Well, what else we got?
Something going on down there.
Oh, my battery's dying.
No.
Oh, great. The interview's over. Battery's dead. We're done.
So what kind of bands were you in before, Mike? What was your pre-Fevertree?
Well, I was in Oklahoma. Played around there for a while.
The state or the band?
There's a band, Oklahoma.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. You said I was in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the band?
The Broadway show.
You said that so confidently. I was like, is there a band called Oklahoma?
He was a dancer in the Broadway play Oklahoma.
You know, the wind comes sweeping down the plain. No. So in a band there, we did a soundtrack for a little B movie called Heavy Metal Cannibals, believe it or not. Came here to record the soundtrack for it. When I came here, I met up with a guy named Danny Jones, who was an engineer here. He was the president of Naris at the time. Mm-hmm. We hit it off really well. Moved back here to do some studio work for him and formed another band called Reckless Abandon at the time. But in between that, I came down here and I played with a band called Hit Squad. I think
I remember Hit
Jeff
Squad.
remembers them. What's the guy's name?
Cascade.
Yeah, was the singer. Chris DeBaldo was the guitar player in it, and the drummer Andy. We figured him out the other day.
Andy Rentmore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy Rentmore. And I ended up at Rascals with Andy Rentmore at 2:00 in the morning, falling down the stairs at Rascals at one point.
You fall down or you get thrown down?
No, I didn't. Neither one.
A lot of people went down those stairs one way or
the other.
Yeah. Absolutely. So anyway, the band that I was in, Reckless Abandon, we had some mentors from a guy from RCA. We played the producers showcase down on Beale Street, and Bernie Burnell and Tennessee Concert Sounds, and if anybody knows him, he was part of the thing too, trying to get us going. Anyway, when that fell through, I kind of stepped away from it for a while. Started racing dirt bikes and stuff, and trying to kill myself on a motorcycle. But
you're so cool.
I'm glad you failed at that.
You were unsuccessful.
Really
I'm not quite as cool as.
Just oozing with cool.
He's jealous because he can't ride one.
What's wrong?
He's jealous.
I'm just listening.
He's jealous because he can't grow that hair out.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, he's happy because we're into it, because this never happens.
It's always you getting brought to this, right?
Oh, they get into it.
Do we?
No.
Give us an example.
So actually, let's go there. Who, if there's any tension in this band, who's the two?
There's no tension.
I don't think there's a bit of tension in this
There's
band.
none.
That's great.
If there's any perceived tension, it's from people outside, and we're kidding around.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
There's none.
Yeah, it's,
Possum Titty, he takes what's coming to him. So.
What'd you call him?
Possum Titty.
Possum Titty.
Oh no.
That was never supposed to.
Okay, so what the hell does this mean?
Yeah, everything's open about me. So,
Okay. Okay.
so
You can.
you want to just
So-
go ahead and lift your shirt up?
Show 'em.
Nope.
Show everybody what.
That's not happening. Possibly, I'm sure Rocco will hear this, and there'll be a picture posted soon. So it's already been posted.
It's already there.
Yeah.
So we need to know what's going on here. Possum.
I don't know that we're
titty.
going to get very much information.
Well, no, yeah, a visual, mental image. Y'all know what a possum is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever flipped one over and looked at its belly?
I have not.
No.
Well, it's kind of pink skin with a lot of white hair. You know. And so when you get around the titty,
Oh God. Okay.
I think I'm done.
You need to say no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
you've
that's it.
you painted the picture.
I
Pink
don't know.
skin and white hair and a
I
nipple.
don't know why it got shown to anybody. But yeah.
I think he got embarrassed. I'm proud. I'm glad I did
I
that.
read easy, man.
You're red
I'm
right
probably
now.
pretty red myself. I'm
can't
laughing so
breathe.
hard.
Well, this is why I wanted to.
He
I knew this was going to work.
shared that with us
He
when we
did.
first got together.
Oh, so then now it's. I mean, that's on you now.
That's
man.
where if you ever see a post about a possum and Tim, that's where it comes from. So
See, we're learning all these inside jokes because I mean the social media back and forth between you and also other just band members and just the people that we're getting to meet through this following.
there's a
We're
lot.
always seeing these inside things. I'm like, that's got to be hilarious.
I'm always
What's going
looking
on
for
there?
new band names. And Possum Titty sounds like a
Ah,
We've given you two.
Yeah, I know.
Rock and
Rock and roll
Cat.
cabbage and
and
Possum
Rocco
Titty.
and possum titty.
Tim Dill and the Possum Titties.
Yeah.
No, I'm the original.
He is.
He's the OG.
You are
He's the OG.
you are the
He's
Tits
the
McGee, my
PT.
friend. You are the Tits
LGBT.
McGee.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
Yeah, funny stuff, guys.
You sent the picture.
You know.
Yeah. Well, look, this is why I knew this was going to work. You know, after getting to know you all, me and Jeff really enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's so much
That's
fun.
fun, man.
You guys are the fun.
Even without that other guy that didn't
Yeah.
show up,
Yeah.
right?
And for you guys to invite us into
The
that
weird one's
stage and
not
bring
even
us
here.
into the party with y'all.
That was fun.
That was
Hey, we
great.
love what you guys are doing.
We
It's
do.
awesome. It's been needed around here
Yeah,
for a
no
long
kidding.
time. And,
It's evident. We didn't realize.
and so you're giving everyone a platform,
Mhm.
to
It's cool, man. It's amazing the amount of talent around here.
Yeah, it is.
But when everybody thinks music in Tennessee, they all think of Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah, they do.
That's right.
Yeah. And
Maybe we can change that.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Nashville doesn't have the Rhythm Section podcast, do they?
They do not.
No. But,
Or the OGPT.
yeah, it's just been delightful. It's great.
I didn't bring it up.
okay. Okay,
But
first,
now
how
I,
low?
can't, now I can't stop talking about it.
So, Tor, Fevertree, Minglewood.
Yes.
April 15th.
April 15th,
Absolutely.
Check
Doors
out the new
open at
single,
7.
Buried Alive.
April 3rd,
All digital platforms.
right?
New song. Yes.
April 3rd.
We're
and
excited
then,
about it. For sure.
Well, that's when this is. That's
Yeah.
when they're watching this.
If they're watching or
Right.
listening to this on published
That's
day,
April
it's April
3rd.
3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
It's all going to happen at once.
That's the other cool thing is me and Jeff get to hear all these stories. There's so many overlap and
Oh, yeah. It's a small community.
yeah, and the guy and the ones that have been here since the 80s that
Yeah.
are still doing it. It's great.
It's crazy to me, like how small and how close knit
Hmm.
the music family in the city. You could be in Colorado or California and you'll run into somebody
Yeah.
that you know from the music scene or whatever. I've seen it
Yeah.
happen.
And
several times.
that's what makes it tight. The size,
Yeah.
And I don't want to shit on Nashville. I lived there for 5 years and I tried to play in there and got some good work. And it has its place, but now that I'm really digging into Memphis, Nashville couldn't have this really tight family vibe because it is so big.
Yeah.
There's so many musicians there.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
crazy.
melting pot now. I mean, there's 30 stages downtown and everything. So that's what really makes Memphis sweet and unique is, yeah, man, it's sometimes now it's in the shadow, right, of Nashville, you know. But really, this is Music
It's
City.
the home of rock and roll.
Okay.
Because didn't Nashville steal the moniker Music City from Memphis?
Probably.
You know, Memphis used to be Music City, right?
I don't know.
I
You're
don't
probably
know.
right.
It would make sense.
Well, they
We're
can't.
gonna say yes.
They can't take the
Thank you.
vibe from Memphis. There's no way.
No.
Yeah.
We've got our own vibe, and you know,
Yeah.
it'll never go away. So
Yeah, it's very supportive. And so let's talk about all the benefits you guys do. You know, and
Oh yeah, we do.
you
a lot.
guys, Every Mother's Nightmare, the Fast Mothers, you know,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
some of these bigger cover bands like Chasing Angels and you know, formerly
Midnight
known as
Train.
Midnight Train.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
you guys step up Headband, Elevation.
Yep.
I don't want to miss anyone.
Well, we will because it's just the
When-
nature of it. But yeah,
It's like someone throws up the bat signal and they need support and a benefit for somebody. And
Batman?
and
Did you mention Batman?
so the bands roll in. Did I just hit something?
Did you know I used to be Batman?
Do tell.
I just saying.
So that's
Say it.
I'm just saying. No, we can't leave this hanging. We can't just skim by this.
No, yeah, you can't.
No,
let
we're
it.
not.
Nah, we better.
Oh, okay.
It's just really funny you brought that up right now.
Funny.
Shit.
Oh Lord.
Can we talk about this off mic? I'm intrigued.
Oh, yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
off mic, yeah, we can talk.
Well, then let's close this shit up. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is cool.
I thought we were.
I didn't know you sang.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't.
But you know what? I had a nightmare the other night that they made me sing. This is true.
We
Oh,
did
really?
too.
You don't know about
We
it.
had the same nightmare.
Something was wrong with you, and y'all said, "John, we need you to sing."
Oh my God.
And I went, "What?"
And that's when the
And it
whole
was
thing
like-
imploded. It was over.
It's like,
Is it one of those deals where you get to the
I
front of the
can't do
stage and you're in your underwear?
Oh, yeah. I would go to end up in school naked. It was the same thing. It was like, no.
So when you woke up, did you appreciate and love Tim
I was
more?
sweating.
No, but you didn't.
Yeah,
Your appreciation.
Absolutely.
He
Yeah.
never
Sweat.
he never loves and appreciates me, man.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
joking, man. Come on. Oh my
See,
God.
that's a problem with you, OT.
Old titty.
You just don't feel the love, man.
Okay.
There's something wrong with
I'm
you.
just playing.
It's all that hair on your titties. It blocks your
God.
heart from getting the love.
Lord,
It just goes boom.
let's
The-
end
The love,
right now, okay?
the love comes in, but it bounces off the possum hairs. Something's wrong. I know.
So,
Oh my
so
God.
to help Tim out here, I'll try to pivot. Any new, do you guys have you working on some other stuff that
Yes.
might
Yeah.
be coming
No,
down?
we
the pipe?
were retired last week.
So-
New single.
So is releasing singles more the thing now?
It seems pretty cool. I don't know that people really listen to whole records anymore or buy them. You know, they want instant
Their attention
gratification.
span's not
Well,
there.
I mean, as far as like social media content, podcasting is a prime example. You keep pushing more out.
Right.
This is a busy one. We got stuff every day going on in the socials. But if you spend all this time to drop a 12-song record, people are going to give it the same amount of time maybe than they will for that one song.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
And then it's not going to be another year before they get more stuff. So
That's-
I like the singles model. I think it's
That's sort of the plan. I think we've got 3 more
Yeah, we
sessions, and so we're gonna
booked this year.
book this year.
Supernova.
So we're gonna cut 3 more songs, and at the end of that, we'll have Muddy Jesus and the new single that's coming out, Buried Alive, and 3 more songs. And so we'll have 5 songs, and we're talking about maybe releasing it as a EP on vinyl. You know,
Ooh,
with all 5 songs.
nice.
So, and I have a good connection there too. So does John now, by the way.
What?
Good connection for vinyl.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I do.
So shit, I just forgot my question now. It's making me laugh. So when you book studio time, is one of those deals where you just grab what's available and then you're like, now we have a goal to be ready
Well,
for?
So with this particular studio, yes, because they're booked a year in advance.
Yeah.
And when we cut Muddy Jesus, we told Dave, we want to get back in here. but they're booked so far out, and he kept his word. He said, "Look, if anybody cancels, we'll call you."
Yeah.
Somebody had 4 sessions booked, and they canceled all of them, so he called us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice way to sneak.
But I think
in.
the last one's in December, so they run the entire year.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, good for them, man. That's awesome.
So we'll have. I think I know there's one in May, and then there's one in August.
End
I
of
think.
May, and then one in December is the last one. Yeah.
And there's one in August in between that. Yeah. Something like that. But
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to hear more of it.
Yeah, we're excited.
So, with that said, Buried Alive, go check it out. It's going to be on all the digital platforms. All right.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all collaborating again. Like I said earlier,
Thank you so
the
much.
fact
Yeah,
that-
Thank you.
Yeah, this
No,
is
thank
so
you
much
for having
fun.
us. We came to you this time.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Like I said, I
Can
pretty
we-
much invited us into this.
I was going to ask
Actually,
on
if you
camera,
want-
is it okay if we do more interviews on the podcast here? I'm putting you on the spot.
Absolutely.
But
Well, it's his house.
Exactly.
absolutely,
Yeah.
but it'll cost you.
Okay.
How you gonna have to rent the space?
Oh.
No,
That's
no,
what he's
not
saying.
money. We just need beer and bourbon.
Beer and bourbon.
Beer
Okay.
and bourbon.
Yeah.
Well, feel free to make copies of your
But Tim
keys.
doesn't drink beer, so not him.
There you go.
Well,
Right.
the next time that you guys come in to do the podcast, because we always tell people you'll be back, I will throw release parties for you guys.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, afterthought.
Come on, man.
We appreciate that.
It's all right.
After
buddy.
you get the
Look,
guilt trip,
Now
you
he's
feel all.
patronizing us. Right?
Yeah, whatever.
You can
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
okay.
I wish I had my
You're
sounds.
Jimmy
I'd
Folks
be
is
hitting all
king. We
kinds of shit.
understand it.
You're cool.
That's fine.
Well, look again. April 15th.
April 15th,
Yes.
Minglewood Hall.
Fevertree
That
tour.
Mr. Serious over here don't want to get into all the
The-
joking around.
But
And
yeah,
all your links are going to be in the description like usual.
Cool.
We'll have your
Yeah.
website, your Facebook, and all that
April
stuff.
3rd.
So
Very live. Listen to it.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
So
Bam.
thanks, guys. This has been awesome. And,
Thanks for having us.
This
Absolutely.
is really good, and I'm looking forward to turning these mics off and learning more about Batman. Over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, so we're
All
looking
right, y'all.
forward to our release party.
Everyone, thank you for doing what you do. And,
yeah,
and
for putting up
engaging.
with this nonsense.
are you pointing at Danny or him?
the camera.
the camera?
The camera.
Oh, the camera.
And he loves this nonsense.
Yeah, he does. He's
Danny
having a blast.
is-
Danny, come here.
Yeah, get him here,
Danny,
Danny.
Kneel down right here in the middle.
You didn't get
Yeah.
a party either.
Yeah.
So come here.
Come on,
Grab
wave
the
to
handle,
the
he can
cameras,
pose with
everyone.
Bronco.
Here.
This is Danny Day.
No, I don't want that.
So everyone, anyone
No,
that's
I don't
looking,
know.
watching,
No, I don't want.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
I don't either.
all the pictures
I don't
you're
want
gonna
it,
see of
but
this
you got it in your hand.
moment, this guy right here. So thank you what you do for this community too, man.
Absolutely.
All right, enough of the chaos, y'all. Thank you for hanging out.
Oh,
We appreciate
Thanks.
you.
See ya.
See you next time.